Obviously, here on talkSPORT, we have been reporting this afternoon. talkSPORT sources understand that Everton could sack manager Rafa Benitez tonight. That's after that 2-1 defeat to Norwich. We understand that the board are meeting to discuss it. First of all, before I get to the fans, because I know Sam, the Everton fan, is waiting to talk to us and give us his views. What do you think about that, Gabby?
Well, first of all, do you remember at the start of the season when I was against the appointment? I thought it was strange, an ex-Liverpool manager who'd done so well with Liverpool to come to Everton. Out of all the managers you can choose out of in the world, very strange for me. They had a few decent results, and I said at that time, once the results start going wrong, Benitez will be under pressure. The fans won't be having him. Now the results are really bad. The fans are looking for someone to come in and replace him. So very, very poor from Everton today. And how long can it go on? Everton need to make a change. Benitez isn't the man that's going to take Everton where they need to go. And no offence to Norwich, because they deserve credit from today. But if you're losing to Norwich, then I think as a manager, you need to be getting a sack.
A little bit ironic that Norwich's first goal in about 9.5 hours was an own goal from Michael Keane.
Credit to them. We'll come on to them later on. But Norwich, they've moved up 2 places. Got 2 teams below them, so credit to Norwich.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be talking North London derby as well, because that has been postponed. If you want to become our caller of the day, because tonight on Your Verdict, your call could be selected as our caller of the day, you could win a fantastic, extremely exclusive, very limited edition caller of the day mug, thanks to our friends at Coral. So you just need to give us a call now. 03717 223344 is the number to call, and that is exactly what Sam, the Everton fan, has done. Sam, I'm sure you've got plenty to say on your team's performance today and what you think of Rafa Benitez's tenure at Everton so far.
Well, I went to the game today and I'm on my way home now. It was toxic. The fans hated watching the football. It was just pathetic. It just didn't look like there was any tactics behind anything. It was just terrible. It was it's probably the worst manager Mashiri's had by a mile. I look at all the Hollywood managers he's put in charge so far, and I think to myself, who's out there? There's no one that wants to come to Everton. Only an Evertonian who would want to come to Everton, probably. That's about it. I mean, I heard it before. They were sniggering when Evertonians were ringing up, talking about Wayne Rooney, Duncan Ferguson. Why not? What's wrong? When Arteta went to Arsenal, no one sniggered at him going to Arsenal because he was Pep's number 2. What's wrong with Duncan Ferguson taking over for a bit? Maybe giving Rooney the opportunity, like Gerrard's been given.
Sam, didn't you think it was a strange appointment when he first come in, Benitez, being a Liverpool ex-manager?
Do you know what, Gabby? When he first come in, it wasn't even down to the fact that he was an ex-Liverpool manager. He won the Champions League with Liverpool. It was the fact that he's been a poor manager for quite a few years now. His CV recently is not good. He's just been to China. When he was at Newcastle fans liked him, but really was that the type of football you want to watch every week? He got relegated and he came up. He's not a good manager. He was in the early 2000s. He had a good Liverpool side, but since then, no. Even when he was at Chelsea fans hated him in the end.
Just 6 wins under Rafa Benitez for Everton as well, which is just not good enough, is it? Bearing in mind, it's not that long ago you were competing in Europe, and certainly everybody expects you to at least be knocking on the door.
Do you know what, right? He's won 1 in 13 games. In the summer, there was a lot of optimism with Everton fans. We thought, okay, we've got Ancelotti, we're going to go far. We beat Liverpool for the first time at their ground since '99. We beat Arsenal at their ground. We thought, okay, we can beat big teams now. We're doing okay. We're getting that mentality back at the club. He left to go to Real Madrid. We didn't sack him. He left to go to Real Madrid. Now, we were left in a situation in the summer where we couldn't spend any money. And he's gone out and gone, I'll get Rafa Benitez. Now, we're not going to challenge anything. We're nowhere near the top 10, forget about the top 6. The team individually, some great players, but as an actual squad, it's really poor. And he's dissected. Look at tonight, Aston Villa just played Man United. Luca Dean started left back. He was our most creative player last season. He's been one of the most Everton's fans' favourites, and he didn't want to go. He didn't. He even said it was the manager who pushed him out of the club.
I think Sam as well. Sam as well. When this happens at a football club with the Digne situation, you have to get performances. You have to get results now, Benitez. If you're selling a top player like that. Otherwise, for me, if I'm an Everton fan, I'm thinking like you're falling out with players and they're leaving to go to good teams in the Premier League like Aston Villa. Then who have you got available that you're bringing in? Is even half the player Digne is. You know, I think he's got a lot to answer for, Benitez.
Not just that.
A young kid.
Not just that, Sam. It's a bad look for your club when the manager and a player who wants to stay, as you said, are going at it in the media and using social media to get their messages across. I mean, that just doesn't look great, does it?
As Evertonian, honest, if you just come out and said what the problem was, maybe there was a bust-up in training, something we could at least understand, but it's been kept under cloak and dagger, and we don't even have a clue. It's just still little snippets. And even Luca Dean said, I didn't want to leave, blah, blah, I won't go into it. I just want to say thank you. That was pretty much it. But then he had, like, even other players writing up on his social media saying people don't understand what goes on in the club. So there must be something going on. And it's just infuriating. I mean, James Rodriguez was another one. He went in the summer. We didn't even get to see him.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
It's just